Life path number 7, how you doing? Well, this is really freaking me out because I'm coming out with some very strange messages for you guys, 7, and I am one, so it freaks me out slightly. We're going to do your tarot in a bit, but we're also going to look into some channel messages for you. Now, I can't put my finger on what it is that they're trying to say because some weird stuff started coming out, and I had to turn the camera off because I was like, that's a bit strange. Something is very, strange, it just feels very strange, very odd. It's like I can't quite figure out what is going on, right? It's like I can't quite figure out what on earth is going on with me at the moment, or with them, because when I channel, okay, it comes from everywhere. So thoughts, feelings, emotions, whatever, okay, from other people, you, or world events or something, right? But this clue that will fix you. It's like I need this glue or this clue that will just fix you. It's like I can fix you. And I will fix you. Something around Chris. With Chris. Or chrysalis. Or a cocoon. Something of a cocoon. It's like a metaphor of I just want to just hold you close or something. It's something to do with music as well, guys, right? But I just want to hold you. It's like I just want to hold you and I just want to hold you and I just want to hold you. Right? Is this to do with around children? Right? Or I just want to hold you. Or Oldham or Hold'em. Texas Hold'em. Something around Capricorn energy, right? But I just want to hold you. I just want to hold you. Hold you up. Hold you up? Hold you up? Am I holding you up? Am I holding something up? Because I don't know about this being in a traffic jam. Something around Cancerian, but that would also be your card of 7. Okay, Chariot. And it's like I'm being held up. I'm being held up. Held ransom for something? I feel like I'm being held ransom? Or the Rani ransom. Fanny. Someone's definitely pushing their button anyway, because I picked that one up. But I can't quite put my finger on. Someone's like, I can't quite put my finger on it. I want to touch you, but I can't. So are you dealing with a metaphysical connection, number 7? It's because I'm putting my finger on the button, I'm hitting the spot. Someone's like, well, I'm hitting the spot. I'm definitely hitting the spot, but I can't put my finger on it. Do you know what I mean? It's I can't touch it. I can't touch it, or I can't touch you yet. I haven't seen you yet. There's something in your future that you haven't seen yet, right? And it's prediction, they're saying, but you haven't seen it. It's you haven't seen them before, or you haven't seen it, because they keep saying you haven't seen this person, and that's what's freaking me out. Because I'm you haven't even seen half of it. You haven't even seen half of what you've got. Okay, because it feels that you've got a lot of something, right? And it's man, you're straight out of a comic book. It's you haven't even seen half of it yet. So someone's got well, that's just the tip of the iceberg, because it's look at the size of that thing. It's you haven't even seen the half of it yet. Let me show you the other half. So someone's well, let me just show you, or let me introduce you to my other half. Or let me just show you the other half, because this is just the tip of the iceberg, is what they're saying. Now, whatever that tip is, I've got no idea. But it's well, that's the tip. It's well, that is a tip, is what they're saying. It's that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's more. It's there's more. There's more. It's Jesus Christ, how much more can you take? And it's more. I mean, bloody hell, someone's having a good old sex life maybe, or something. Because I'm picking up the size of a fish. It's bro, look at the size of this thing. It's it's huge. It's man, that's a big old bit of fillet place. It's that's a big old place you got there. It's a bit like the Pink Floyd thing, and it's man, it's these are your guitars? It's and there's this person sitting in front of the TV with a fag on, pretty much what I do. But just sitting, it's oh, you haven't even seen the size of what you've got yet. It's you've got a surprise. It's y'all got a surprise coming, 7. I don't know what this is. It's someone's got something for you, this huge surprise. It's I can't wait to show them, and I can't wait to tell them. And I got this huge, big deal, this Bobby Box, or this big deal, because that was a British TV show years ago that my dad introduced me to. And it was a gambler, a card, like a card reader, could be a tarot card reader, but it was a card gambling. And he would chuck loads of money in, and it used to be in the old days when they had £100 note, right? But there was like money all in. It's like, right, it's something to do with Texas Hold'em, or Texas, right, or X's, something also to do with around Capricorn, X's, right, and it's like the X, and you might like the love letters from the X, but Angel Radio, but something to do with like the X or a spot of like, I just can't put my finger on what this spot is, to do with around a Capricorn energy of an X or something even. And that's why I'm getting very confused, because it's like you haven't even seen half of it yet. It's like you've only seen one half, but you haven't seen the other half. It's like you just wait until you see the other half of it. So what is this? Is this like you wait until you meet Dave? It's like you wait until you see my other half. Because I don't know, unless you're in a third party situation, and I'm getting very confused with that energy. But it's like, they keep saying, because I heard the song BOURN SLIPPY, right? And it came up for another reading, and it's like slippery fish. It's like slippery fish, right? But I come up with, for your channel message, of BOURN SLIPPY, which is drive by, kicking on angel by, look at the tears in your eyes and that dear by, kicking on angel boy, kicking on angels. Angel Radio, you might like it. Something to do with angels, like angels and sailors, rich girls, backyard fences, tents, dreams watching each other narrowly, soft luxuriant cars. Dreams watching each other narrowly. Someone's watching you narrowly. Natalie. A Natalie is watching you. Natalie, oh hi Natalie, you're right. But a Natalie is watching you. Or like dreams watching each other narrowly, trying to size something up. It's like, I can't size them up. It's like, I don't know what size this is. Because they're saying, I'm getting like, you haven't even seen like the tip of it yet. Like you haven't even seen the ice baby, vanilla ice. It's something to do with vanilla, Millie Vanilli, or Millie, Milton Keynes. I'm also picking up Kent, or Milton Keynes, right? But it's like you haven't even seen half. Because I picked up BOURN SLIPPY, right, which was drive boy, kicking on an angel boy, like a boy that's an angel. Because what is it about this boy? I mean, it could even be you. But like, sorry, it's a little bit arrogant. But like an angel boy, like a boy that is an angel. Because it's saying like heaven sent, like heaven sense or evanescence or an essence of something. It's like you've only just got the essence, like you've only just got the whiff of something. It's like Shaggy? It's like Scooby? It's like this Scooby snack. It's like, hold on a second, I smell something. It's like, oh, Bisto. Right? It's like Bisto. Bisto gravy. What on earth is that for? Bisto. The bestiality? What on earth is that for? Bestiality? Who's into that? Show me. What? Bestiality. Beast. The beauty and the beast. Someone's a beauty. It's like, bruv, that is a beauty. I was like, bruv, that is a fucking beauty. It's like, look at the size of that. That's an absolute marrow. Someone's got a narrow marrow, right? A narrow marrow. It's like, what? A narrow marrow? A narrow marrow. Narrow marrow. Namara. Mara. Married? Married. Someone could already be married. But like a narrow marrow. It's like, look at the size of that marrow, right? Someone has got a big old tool on them, bruv, I'm telling you. Some fish has got a big old fish. Trust me, they've got a bit of steak and everything, right? It's like, look at the size of it. It's like, you haven't even seen the earth. Like, I've only just shown you, like, the head. So, what on earth is this? Who are you showing things to? It's like, listen, that's just the head. It's like, you wait till you see the body. It's like, bruv, it's like, that's just the head. It's like, you wait till you see the body. Well, it's, bruv, you don't want to see my body. But again, it's like, well, I can only see their head. I can't see their body. It's like, well, I've only seen their body, but not their head. What on earth is this to do with this head? Like, now, someone's either like bobbing or robbing or like, not, I mean, what do y'all call it? Noshing or something? I don't know. But like bobbing, like, bobbing, like ducking and diving, like wheeling and dealing. It's like wheelers, stealers, wheels, or like something to do with a Cancerian or stealing your wheels. Be very careful around that. There's a lot of thieving assholes around this place, so we've got to lock up the hatches, right? But like stealers' wheels, stealing wheels, stealing wheels, stealing wheels. Seven of Swords, Cancerian, Chariot, 7. Someone could be stealing your wheels, maybe. So, well, in my eyes, predictions, they always come true, and you can't prevent it. You can try, but if a prediction is a prediction, then someone might try. So what I'm hearing is that someone might try and steal something of yours, or someone wants to steal you away. It's like, oh, I've got to steal them. It's like, that is a steal. It's like, that is a deal. That's an absolute bargain. It's like, that's a bargain. I'm sorry, but I can't pass that up. Something is around like your love life also, but also like a deal of like, bruv, that is like a deal of a lifetime. Like, that is an absolute deal. It's like, it's a steal. It's in fact, you know what, Nick? Fuck it, keep it. So it's like, bruv, that is a deal. That is a steal. Some of you could be from London, right? Lockstock. It's like, bruv, that is a deal. That's a steal. That's a turn of the century. In fact, you know what? Fuck it, Nick. I think I'll keep it. So you're like, I'm going to keep that fish. It's like, I'm going to keep that fish. That fish is mine. It's like, look at the size of it, bruv. I've just caught it, landed it, and put it down. It's like, bruv, that's my fish. I'm telling you what, it's like, get off. It's like, I'm kind of someone saying, like, it's just metaphorical, right? But like a plate of fish, it's like, bruv, that's mine. It's like, look, if you want some, like, you can get your own bit. Like, I'll pay for you and you can have your own bit. But this is my piece of fish, right? So it's something around, like, people. It don't have to be fish and chips, right? But it's like, no. It's like, no. It's like, this is mine. It's like, this is mine. It's like, no, they're 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 mine. Someone's fighting over somebody. It's like, no, they're mine. No, they're mine. Mahini, tiny, also tiny dancer. But like, it's like, they're mine. That's my precious. It's like, they're precious. It's like, that is gold. Gold, precious gold, precious gold. It's like, that's precious gold, gold. It's like, they're golden. Something to do with golden child, the golden child, the golden child. Because I'm picking up, like, you either pick up children and something like that for work, or you work with kids or something, right, or clients. And it's like, that is like the golden child, the gift. Because that was also a film, right, to do with, it had Neo in it, which was, who played in Matrix. What's his name? God, man, I can't ever think when I'm on camera. But the guy that played in Matrix, he was in the film that I just said. God, my head sometimes. Yeah, whatever those films I was saying, so please mention it in the comments or something. So where are we going with this, 7? So let me just have a quick think, but it's something to do with the angel, right? And the angel radio, maybe, like my lyric. Because I picked up, like I said, BOURN SLIPPY. And it was like, drive boy, driving boys. What's the song? What's the band? Drive boys. Small boy. Small town boy also. Wow, small town boy. Someone could be in the same-sex relationship. Okay, but small town boy. That isn't Small Town Boy. That's the same band though. But something about the boy. That was it. That's what I was thinking of. But also the other band. But something about the boy. There's something about this boy. Whatever it is. It's like a special boy or special brew. Someone could be drinking, or like special. This boy is special. So you might work with children in need or something to do with this, right? Because I'm picking up like an event also, like the event Horizon, which is like time, bending time and space. But like the event, like there's an event, or Divination, or Devi, or Devon, or 11. Something to do with 11, or a 2, Libra also, right? And I'm picking up like the nation, like the broadcast, nation broadcast, or the nation, like something coming out about the nation, right? Nationwide, also about a bank, but also like a savings account, but like the nationwide, something is going to be, I picked it up on 2 other readings, about something being broadcasted across the nation, like the whole nation, right? So it's going across the nation. So if you're doing something like this or something is going across the nation, but cross nation, comparison, Harrison Ford or fraud, something fraudulent, fraud, Freud, also Freud, poetry, emotion, David Gray. Anyway, sorry. Fraud. Libra. So, hold on. Hold them. Because I'm hearing hold them down. What on earth is this hold them down? I'm going to be connecting with weird energies, bruv. Hold them down. It's like hold them down. Back down the hatches and hold them down. Why on earth am I hearing hold them down? From Oldham. Old Town boy. Old Town. Something from Old Town. And hold them down. Like hold them down. Don't let them go. Because there's this BOURN SLIPPY, right? And I'm also hearing like hold it down, don't let it go, no, don't let it go, don't let me go. Also don't go. But also an energy of like, look, hold them down, don't let this go, right? Because this is a bit like, I feel like a tug of war, and it's kind of like, it's like, pull, it's like, don't let it go, and someone's like, it's gone. What on earth is that? Like a rope, right? And I'm picking up like someone's like got a rope and they're pulling it, like pulling this rope, like pulling rope, skipping rope, or pulling. What is this? I mean, you might be like, woo, I'm pulled, right? Because I'm hearing like pull, or pull, but like pull, heave, and pull, and pull. It's like, someone's like, what is, came out for another reading, something like gurning or something, or yearning. Again, Pink Floyd, the tide is turning. Well, it wasn't Pink Floyd, it was actually Roger Waters. The tide is turning. The tide is turning. Oh, I can't remember the lyrics. Tide is turning. The tide is turning. The tide is turning. Something is turning. Turning over. Like either one being turned over, or two churning over a lot of stuff. Because I'm picking up like a milk churn, or like churning, or yearning, or gurning. Like, so what on earth are we coming out with that? Why is someone gurning? This would be an old age pensioner. But like gurning or yearning. Like I'm yearning for something. But I keep hearing this like, don't let me go. Like, don't let me go. Like, I don't want you to go. Like, stay. Like, I don't want you to go. I just want you to stay. But there's this energy also around like Capricorn energy or an X and a marked spot of like gambling or taking a risk and taking a gamble, or like because I can't put my finger on it. It's because someone's putting their finger on something, right? And it's like, but I can't touch it or see it. It's like, no. It's like, oh, brother, I didn't quite see it. It's like, show me again. So what on earth is this, a peep show? Or is it something to do with around Libra energies of like, you haven't even seen, because saying like you haven't even seen half of it, like you haven't even seen the other half. It's like, what's the half? It's like, no, I'm not seeing the other half. It's like, what's your other half? Or who's your other half? Y'all getting very confused around possible third party or free energies of metaphysical stuff. Of like, because you can see half of it, but you haven't even, they're saying that you haven't even seen the amount of something yet. It's like, because they're saying like an obscene amount, like an obscene, absurd. It's like, this is an absurd amount. It's like, that's too much. But either too much work or too much money, or too much love will kill you every time. It's like too much love will kill you every time. It's like just too much love. It's like, or that's like two, like the three bears. It's like, well, that's just like, and this that's too, it's like, that's too cold. It's like, well, that's quite warm. I put my finger in there. Someone's putting their finger in a pie anyway, whichever way it is. Because I put in a band camp, right? But because someone's sticking a whistle somewhere. But it's like, okay, like put my finger in that, put my finger in that, and okay, that one's just like, well, that's too hot. It's like, that's just right. So someone's like, I don't know, what you, Tom or Tom Thumb? It's like pulling out a plum, plumbing, water, plumbing. Strumming. Someone is definitely strumming. So you're either strumming a guitar, strumming music, or you're hitting someone's banjo string, bruv, whichever way it is. But someone's got a big old banjo string, right? Yeah, sometimes it's good that I'm from British. Someone could be from Britain. Little Britain also, Gavin. But also little town, big town, small town boy. Big town boy, like big town. It's like, this is a big town, it's my town. It's like, this is my town. Uptown girl, like uptown girl. I've been living in a righteous. What on earth is this? Are you listening to music? Okay, what have we got? 7. Okay, so let me just have a quick think. I'm going to play you, because you might be interested in the production of music that I do and videos and angel radio. Okay, so I've got one that I've just put together this morning. While I have a quick sip, I'm a drink. You might like it.
I want you to transcend realities. Welcome to the awakening.
Don't talk to me about a land of the free and the home of the brave.
I have you in repeat, grasping for tender moments I hold on to like delicate keepsakes. They are so few and far between, and I'm grateful for the memorability of each moment. Moments wrapped in romance that end with bitter sunrises and goodbyes. Moments so fragile and rare that I wonder if they would have the same taste, if not such a delicacy.
You bored yet?
But I'd still devour you. As I lay here and recall years of wavering emotions, suppressed desires, and volcanic explosions that retreat into dormancy, I wonder, could we ever flow together, or are we two eternal souls finding each other in the wrong lifetime? Even though our time is short, there's a piece of me that's yours always.
When I think of the goodness and all he has done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah.
So that's part of Angel Radio. I don't know why I'm listening to that. I'm trying to think more of these messages of what they are. There's something like a real big winner, okay, a real big winner. Edwina also. Edwina Curry? What on earth is that? Curry or Edwina? Ty. What's it picking up? Ty. Okay, Kai also. Kai, Akaya, Akashic Records. You might be able to channel the Akashic Records. Okay, something about that in the Akashic Records. There is something in this vault or this Akashic Records that you haven't quite seen. There is something that's going to be told to you, 7, okay, and it's within the vault of the Akashic Records, okay. Now, if any of you are confused of what that is pretty much what I do on the spot with no paper, no pen, no nothing now. I used to, but like channeling the Akashic Records is pretty much channeling world events, channeling yours, channeling mine, channeling theirs, challenging someone's challenge. This is a challenge. It's like a competition or a challenge of something, right? Being challenged. Channel. They keep saying channel. On channel 4. Some do Scorpio energies of like channel, a channel. Like something that you haven't seen yet is seeing you and you haven't even seen. It's like you haven't even seen half of it yet. It's like you haven't even seen the amount of stuff. Because also the Akashic Records like I said, I was going to do a video on my rendition of that, of how I normally channel for a plate. But it's basically a vault of information that's kept as a library, right? A librarian, or the contrarian, also contrarian, something around the puppet master, something around Capricorn energy as well. Okay, but or Libra, I used to relate that to Libra. So you might work for a Libra, we did kick on those messages. Okay, and I'm picking up a heavy workload, like something being very heavy, like too heavy. Because I'm just pulling myself now. I'm just pulling myself in so many different directions. It's like I'm being pulled here, I'm being pulled there, and I'm pulling also. But like being pulled in so many different directions, like appalled, like I'm appalled at something. Why is someone appalled? Like I'm appalled. You could be dealing with a narcissistic mother, maybe. But I'm appalled. Okay. But again, channeling that information, it's just a vault and a library of info. Before I even knew what that was, I thought it was actually paperwork. No. Well, it was my paperwork that I was writing. Okay, someone's writing a letter or writing a paper, like an article or a paper, or doing something of like writing something about you, or you are. And it's like I'm writing an article about you, like, and it's going to be in the news, or someone's going to be on the news, or you might find something bad or good that comes out on this broadcast, on this news broadcast. And you might find something out, okay? You might also be fined for something. What is this? Because I'm picking up finders, keepers, losers, sweepers. It's like sooty and sweep and the sweep, like the sweepstakes, like sweepstake, right? And winning, or like finding something out of like lottery numbers or something to do with that. And the the sweepstake, okay, sweepstake. Because I'm picking up steak and chips, which we've been through in past readings. But now this is slowly turning into the sweepstakes, the sweepstake. Sweet steak, like like sweet and sour, or steak. It's like, do you want sweet and sour? Because this is like a sour puss or bag puss, like, ugh. Or like, do you want something that's like sweet, like sweet and sour, or steak? It's like, do you want a bit of steak? So you're going out for a meal or something, right? And it could be a Chinese. But like, do you want sweet and sour, or do you want steak? Because I'm picking up like the sweepstakes and like winning something like really big, but not obviously everybody, because there could be some that lose, some that win. And it's like win, lose. It's something to do with around Libra, of like winning something, but you're going to have to lose something in order to be able to gain something, to gain more, because it feels like that your workload, because when these messages are for, I've got no idea, they could be extended, right? See, again, this is something to do with an extension, like extending yourself and extending your reach, and like getting right out there and right up there and right out there, okay? And something's watching and coming in towards this energy, because it's law of attraction, in a way, you know. Well, I've got my own rendition of law of attraction, but it only happens within your chart. Law of attraction, you can practice shit all day long, it doesn't work. It just means that it works for the person. It works within your chart of astrology between the 1 and 7, right? When it's time, all the planets align, and it's time for you to receive something, or give something, or take something, right? Equality, it's not like, oh, that's the equal amount. No. It's always outweighed, right? So you always have to give something up in order to receive more of something. So by the time I read these lines, I'll be gone, dear John. So something to do with around Virgo energy, right? But like, by the time is when you get law of attraction, is because it comes to you, right? You go to it, it comes to you in time, you meet it exactly at the same time within it, right? Because it doesn't exist. So that's how you also channel the Akashic records. But what I'm saying to you is that something is coming, right? It's coming, and it's coming, and it's coming, right? And it really is coming. So, but they're saying that you haven't seen it, and there is something also around, like, the Akashic records, that you haven't touched on that amount yet. Like, I'm doing something like China, like, but like you haven't like touched on this knowledge that is going to be told to you. You haven't touched on it yet, right? You haven't hit that part yet. Like, you haven't ascended enough. That's what they're saying. Ascension is that you're not ascended enough to get this piece of knowledge yet, this thing, because it seems to be up here and you can't reach it, right? And it feels like that you haven't even seen the tip of the iceberg of what you can do yet here. You're just either one practicing it or you're doing it, but you haven't seen the amount. Because I'm picking up T, right? A T, also a tree, okay, which are what I've been channeling around the Scooby-Doo clue and the dog and everything else that we've gone through in star signs. Okay, but I'm picking up like here, like a crossroads, and you haven't even seen the amount yet. Like, you haven't even seen, because there's a cap on it, right? Meaning like there's something that's blocked here, and you haven't reached this part yet. Okay, and you can't get to that information yet because it's not time. So there is something that is on its way to you, or you're arriving to something, but there's going to be a block of something. There could be a block, right? Excuse me, what is this block? Because it feels like the records of this stuff, like you've not seen the amount of, like, because it keeps saying whatever it is very good, but you just haven't like got to that stage of something yet. There could be stages of Cancer. I don't know what this is for. Because the stage, they're saying the stage, like taking centre stage, like taking like a bow and like taking centre stage and taking it all. Okay. But they're saying that it's not. Well, no, they're saying that it is time and it isn't time. Oh, I've got no idea. I'm getting very confused. Anyway, so life path number 7. Life path number 7, please. Life path number 7. What they got going on for October? Death card. Oh dear, you haven't seen that one coming. Could have just Scorpio in your chart. Okay, like me. Okay, but it's like you haven't even seen this coming because it's blocked. This relationship seems to be blocked. There could be someone that's in the way. It feels like, oh, you're just in my way. Why? I mean, me, I have Scorpio rising, right? And me, with that energy, because you could really be dealing with one of these, or you have it in your chart. With me, I always feel like I said in Angel Radio, the avoid of emotion, right? Avoiding emotions, because you would as a Scorpio. You feel like there's this void that can never be filled. It can never be filled, right? That's Scorpio rising in my eyes. So there's this avoiding emotions, like avoiding. When you're a Scorpio rising, you don't avoid emotions. You just feel like you don't want to express them. Me, it's very confusing because I'm a Pisces and I express them very freely. But because I'm also a Scorpio rising, I also don't, right? So there's this energy of like, the avoiding emotions and the avoid of that I can't avoid it any longer. I can't avoid this any longer. Or I can't avoid you. Or I'm trying to avoid you. Let's see. 7. What's going on with 7? Apart from the 7. Wow. Damn, they all just flew out. It's like, where'd they fly from? Over the cuckoo's nest? Is that, so you could work for a Libra here, right? And you feel that that job that you have is in your way of something, of accomplishing something, right? Because there's a Libra in the way. Now, that doesn't have to, I mean, if it's love life, it is. If it's not, it's not. But this could be the person that you haven't even seen yet. Like, you haven't even seen them. Because I'm picking up, like, there's an obscene amount of something, right? But you got your own card here, which is like, I'm about to burst and I'm about to say something. Like, I can't hold this in any longer. I'm just going to have to say and show and tell. It's like, show yourself or tell, at least tell me something or show me something, right? And then you've got Aries and then the Wheel of Fortune, which is Saturn, which is Capricorn energy, right? So building a foundation, very much so, and taking lead and taking charge of what you do is 100% here, 7. Okay, but there seems to be dynamics at home, that's for sure, and someone that you try to avoid, someone that you really try to avoid. It could be a Scorpio, it could be a Libra, or an Aries, or another Scorpio. Okay, because you've got double Scorpio energies. Now, there's this, like, a void of emotion is what they're picking up. Like, someone doesn't show their emotions very freely. Like, they don't just give things for free. Because I'm picking up money for nothing, and your chicks, or your check, is for free. Like, your check is just free. Because I did pick that up in another reading where I said you can write your own check, right? And it's someone from Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic or something. Or check the public, like keep checking the public eye. Someone's in the public eye, or private eye, like a detective of something, like detecting something privately, or you might need to check your privates, maybe. Okay, check your privates or detecting something. Because some of you have got also, like, where, I don't know why I'm hearing death. Deaf, dumb and blind? Or like blind to something, like you can't see something. Like blind or can't see? Because this is also like I can't see, like, out there, right? And I can't see far enough out in order for me to make this decision from around like Libra energy. And this, there could be a job here because it's in the way around Hierophant energy of your success, of like the secret of my success. But I'm also picking up my admirer, like a secret, because this can be a secret because it's sacred and personal, right? And this can also be a secret admirer that you've got, that someone admires you that much, but it's more of a secret that's kept by around Libra energy. So you could have a secret admirer and someone that admires you a hell of a lot, but they have never told you, because this is a never-ending site of it could be a Libra Scorpio, but like a secret admirer that has never told you something here, has never said how much that you mean here, for a lot of you. Now, also, you could work for a Libra, and this is where your place of work, because it's also the Hierophant that is in Scorpio energy, the receiving end of the descending part. Okay, so, or the rising. Some of you, you're a Scorpio descending, Taurus rising, some of you. Okay, or the other way around. But the Hierophant is here in this card to say that there is something that is blocking you from the secret of your success, of your karma, right here. So I'm kind of giving myself answers, because that's the kind of answers I'm looking for, is what to do about my other job, okay? Because it feels like that something is in your way of you being able to fully be, because you could be entrepreneurial here, you could be very entrepreneurial and you run your own clock, pretty much, right? And you do that, but you feel that something is physically in your way. But there's also an energy here of someone that's not revealed their emotions, like they've not told you something. Like there's something here in this reading that somebody hasn't told you yet. As I really keep picking that up, is that they haven't told you yet. Because all three of these energies here, believe it or not, is sacred and personal. Because this is a personal card, right? It is very much so, because it's also a phallic card. It's also a personal experience here. Okay. And it's something about the 7 experience, which is on my tier group. And I did pick that up around a Libra energy. Well, that's very odd, because Libra is actually my first ever twin flame that I went through it with through 7 years ago. 8 years probably now or more. was like the emotions or anything was never revealed. The person never revealed themselves of that energy. And some of you could be witnessing this same kind of thing here. Let's see. Slope path number 7 for October, please. One more card. One more card for Slope path number 7. One more card, please, for Slope path number 7 for October. The Fall, a journey, a new start, a brand new beginning, going back to the start, going back to where you first belong, back to where you first started. Some of you could be asked to go back to the job that you first started at, right? Where you first started, or your first ever. Because I'm picking up your first ever experience. This is a new one to me, Spirit. Your first ever experience is watching. And your first ever experience, you might be going back to the start or back to your old first experience. What on earth am I picking up here? Like my first experience. Reliving your first experience, or someone's very experienced, like very knowledgeable or very experienced in something. 7. Because I keep picking up that I'm headed back to my first, like the firstborn child, or the firstborn identity, or identity theft, or like identity, like I need my identity. Show yourself and your identity. Can you prove your identity? Can you prove who you are? Can you prove your worth? Originality. Someone's original, oriental. But I am definitely picking up, though, a lot of sacred, personal going back to the start of your experience, of your whole experience. Because this is either a brand new person or a brand new old person, like physically aged, or like a brand new something that you don't. Oh, I can't put my head on it. Like a brand new experience, but with the old person that you first had an experience with, or something around this of revealing something or not, because there's free will. Well, there is such thing, but because this is, I picked up the energy of saying, like, going back to the start of it all, like let's go back exactly to the start of everything and do it all again, which is the definition of madness, which is the energy of us living in hell. Right? I mean, what do you think you are, heaven or on earth? So who landed on earth from out of heaven? The devil, right? So we relive our worst nightmares, our karma. So we relive it over and over again. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. And we go through the houses, 1 in 12. And then we go to sleep, and we wake up spiritually, and then we wake up, oh, morning. And then we go through the houses and do the same thing again, right? So there's this definition of madness, but like the divination of like a karmic, an experience of a lifetime of something of that you're going to witness here. Because someone is very experienced. I'm picking up through these cards that somebody is very experienced, like very experienced, very knowledgeable, and they know what they're doing, right? And they're trying to tell you something through this energy of the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. And like they're trying to get you to do something here for them, or they need your help or support, or it's something to do with travel and distance, but it's a reward, because the Wheel of Fortune is always a rewarding energy. It's one of the most rewarding planets apart from Jupiter. But Saturn can be a very, very, very giving sign and a very giving planet, right? Because it's your reward of karma for doing so much hard work. And there is something here where, like, you haven't even seen this person, or you haven't even seen half of this yet, because you can't see this part. As I'm saying, there is something that is keeping you apart here, but you haven't even seen half yet of what's to come in the future, in time, because this is a slow approach, because they're all slow cardinal energies, right? Apart from fixed, cardinal, Capricorn, like a very slow progression, but like in time, like give it some time is what is happening here. Like just give it some time, because time, it's on my side. Yes, it is. Someone's very much on your side, like I'm on your side. Like, but right by it as well, like an energy that you can feel is right by your side, but you physically can't see this person. There is something that is stopping somebody from seeing you, or you seeing them. Something, an energy. But there's going to be a release of this through the Tower. There's going to be a purge here, because both of these are sacred energies. Personal, sacred. Personal journey, personal experience. Well, that's deep. That's deep. Anyway, so that's your reading so far. Life path number 7. I weren't expecting that. But we're going to go over to Patreon. I'm sorry, guys, but this is only goes to tier 2. Okay? So if you are on tier 2, your 1st until the 15th is already there of the month. Towards the middle of the month, the 15th is normally when I release the 15th until the rest of it. Okay? Star sign tarot readings. You also get this one as a bonus. If they come out here and I have time, they go straight over to Patreon tier 2 members. Okay? You can reach out from anything in below. Please make sure that you also keep up to date with Angel Radio, and then you hit the bell and the show all section to make sure you show all for when I release free music. It's free. Okay? Videos, free music as well. I've got something else obviously coming out hopefully soon, as soon as I start it. Yeah, stay tuned, guys. Thanks very much, Life Path number 7. Let's see what's going to happen with the rest of your month. And thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.